So you've been looking at West Portland, like Beaverton, Hillsboro, Tannisbourne, Bethany, Tigard, Tualatin, all these areas. Well, I'm going to do an entire video on the cost of living in Beaverton, Oregon. It's a lot like all those other areas. I live here. I'll give you exactly how much it costs to live in Beaverton. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Ray Wilkey with the Real Agent Now Group right here in Portland, Oregon. If this is your first time to this channel, you want to learn everything about working, eating, sleeping, living, playing, and Beaverton, then start now by subscribing to this channel and tap that little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. We are getting so many phone calls, emails, and text messages, and we absolutely love it. If you are even thinking about moving anywhere in the Portland Metro or Southwest Washington, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send us the pigeon carrier. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when moving to the Portland Metro. I did a cost of living in Portland, Oregon, and that was very broad. Portland is huge, it's diverse, but we get a lot of attention on the west side, and especially, Beaverton. That's kind of the first search. So I wanted to do a cost of living in Beaverton, and, well, I live here. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm paying for everything, for groceries, for gas, for daycare. The first thing I want to do is just kind of discuss the guidelines. So what we do here is we talk about, everything is at an even 100 across the nation. All right, so just overall as a ranking with that even 100, Beaverton is at a 124.1 out of 100. So it is more expensive than the national average, but really not that much more expensive. Portland as a whole, because of some of the, higher end neighborhoods, in Northwest Pearl District, Lake Oswego, some of these, higher end neighborhoods brings that average up quite a bit. But Beaverton in the west side per se is right there close to the national average when it comes to like groceries. So groceries, it's a 103. Yeah, I came from a smaller town in North Idaho. The grocery prices here are literally the exact same. The only uptick is because right down the road is a New Seasons, and we also have a Whole Foods. The New Seasons is the one that's really close to me. We walk down there all the time. I don't do my big bulk shopping there. We go and just grab stuff here and there, and they have an incredible brewski lineup. They got all these different craft beers, so I'm usually in there scoring a couple of those. But that's why, some of the groceries I think are a little bit more expensive here is because you have all that organic produce, the New Seasons, Whole Foods. So you see that a lot. There's some zoo pans around the areas as well too. Now gasoline, it is actually under $3 right now in multiple locations. I'm finding it anywhere from $2.89 to $2.99 in a couple areas. But you'll find a gas station right down the road that's at like $3.35. So right now, literally, I'm seeing these gas prices. I go by them every day, taking my daughter to daycare, and it's right at like $3. Daycare, let's talk about that before, we get into a few other things. That is the most expensive part here, by far. That absolutely shocked me when we first got here. I was spending $36 for my son to, out of elementary school, get on a bus and go to a different kinder care center and actually just go there for an hour and a half. So that caught us by surprise. If you are moving here with kids, lock down your daycare way before you come. There's a lot of lists and lines to get into these places. Once you start meeting your neighbors, your friends, our neighbor right down the road had a friend who their daughter went to this, daycare. A lot of people have them in their homes here. And they can only accept like 7 to 9 kids or something like that because of some of the regulations, but you can get into those. We're into one now that's $36 a day, and our daughter goes 4 days a week full time. Daycare on average here is going to be probably $50 a day. I moved here from North Idaho, as many of you know, and if you're first time to this channel, again, we do tons of videos about everything you need to know about Portland, so make sure that you tap that subscribe button. And if you guys are loving these videos, please, give it a like. It really helps our videos out. Let's talk utility bills. Currently, I'm in equal pay. Basically, every month I pay the exact same power bill. So I just got a inflatable jacuzzi. Might have had a few too many brewskis and ordered it on Amazon. So yeah, we have that running, out in the back, and that upticked our power bill. But my every month bill is $75. So, in the summer times, you got the AC going and stuff, you know, it's obviously a little bit more expensive, but I'm paying 75 bucks equal pay right now. But actually our utility is 80.5, and you know, the national average is 100 still. So the reason for that, we have so many rivers around here, hydroelectricity, so our cost for utilities compared to the nation is actually cheaper. Transportation, that's up into the 120s. We have buses everywhere around here. You can't go anywhere without finding buses. They're electric buses, but according to the stats that I'm finding, it is more expensive than the national average, although we do have incredible transportation. There is a max line. It runs through Beaverton out to Hillsboro, and there's one that goes down into Tigard. Now, all the other areas don't have it as of yet, but you can take a bus to the max and then get to downtown or wherever you're going. But I know that we take the max all the time, and for a day pass, it's like $3, I think, for an adult to go all day, and kids are free, like 6 and under. So I usually just get the all day pass, spend a couple bucks, and you'll have that. They do have monthly rates where you can get a monthly pass, but the transportation costs compared to the national average, a little bit higher. So what about healthcare? So healthcare, with all the data that I ran, it actually comes in at 85.3, again lower than the national average. Okay, so our overall index again is 124.1. What is making us above the national average? Well, that's the home prices here, with a median home price of $391,000. Out here in the Beaverton, Aloha area, we're at 168.6. So yes, 1.5 times the national average. Portland in general is like in the 180s. So we are cheaper on the west side than, you know, the Portland metro per se, the Portland proper. I want to talk about, you know, what you'll find for $391,000. There is a lot of new construction going on, you know, especially in the areas that, you know, that I live in, right on the Tigard Beaverton line. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of homes going in there. And you also have a ton of homes going up the South Hillsboro project. So right, you know, south of Hillsboro, and it's just to the west of Aloha. But 391 being the median, I think, you know, where that number really derives from, there's a lot of your 3-bed, 2.5 bath like townhomes. Now these are 1,600 square foot, give or take. They're very spacious. A lot of them, in fact, most of them all have like 9-foot ceilings, you know, open floor plans. They're building these daily. They're everywhere. And those, you know, you can find some of those starting at 300, 325, and even the 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath ones, which are everywhere, you can find some of those, you know, below 300. So there's great opportunity if you want to stretch that dollar out, you know, or if you're coming, you know, just you and the wife, or you and the girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, and you just need 2 bedrooms, there's some really good opportunity. But, you know, 400,000, 450, you can start getting into these brand new construction homes. Right down the road over here, I went in there. There was a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, open concept, 9-foot ceiling, granite countertop, brand new construction home for $462,000. So that's right on the Tigard Beaverton line, right next to the brand new high school Mountainside. Incredible house for that price. Now that's in a neighborhood that, you know, down the street, there's $800,000 custom homes. So really anything you're looking for, you can find. We're more expensive than the national average. There's tons and tons of jobs here. There's lots of people moving here. It's driving the prices up. And don't ever forget, we have the urban growth boundary. So we are not able to build and just sprawl out into these farm fields. It is controlled. There's certain areas they can build, and so that, in a sense, you know, drives up the home prices as well. But that means good for you too, because the house you get into is going to go up. There is so many plans for a lot more companies to move here, billion-dollar tech companies. So even getting in now, next 5 years, we did a video with a top economist. So if you haven't seen that video, it's up here in the cards right now. You can watch that, where we talk to the top economist in Portland, Oregon about the housing in the next, you know, 5-10 years, what's going on here. And also, if you are even thinking about moving, relocating anywhere in the Portland Metro or Southwest Washington, that is what we do. We are the relocation experts, and we love helping people do that. So make sure that you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send us the pigeon carrier. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when moving anywhere in the Portland Metro. Until the next video, we'll catch you later.